This is Miss Davis again, teaching preschool courses, music courses at Owens Christian Academy and at Van Buren Academy. I wanted to go ahead and show the parents a little bit about where we are now in our music classes. We have come a long way. I appreciate those of you who are really taking this to heart, because with the homework going home weekly, you can see how your child is actually learning how to read music at this age, which I think is outstanding. Now, if your child is in the coloring music program in school, they have a folder like this. This week's homework would have been practicing the 1, 2, 3 finger on the C, D, and E key. So they have learned the 1 finger, which is the thumb, the color is blue, and it plays the C key, which the C key is located in front of these 2 black keys. The first thing your student does when he approaches the keyboard is to locate those 2 black keys. So those 2 black keys, he or she will know that my thumb goes in front on that white key. My pointer finger, which is the number 2 finger, which is red, goes in the middle. It plays that number 2 key or the D key. And then my tall finger, and we use our other hand to identify the tall finger, always keeping our fingers straight up, not separating those fingers. The tall finger plays the E key, which is the number 3 key, which is after the 2 black keys. So their fingers are all on the keys, and eventually they will learn that all of these fingers are placed on the keys. Trying to get them not to close up their finger and press down the key like this, but to open up their fingers, curl them like a little spider right on top. We call sitting our fingers on top of the keys piano hand position. We're not pressing the keys down yet. We're waiting because we're learning to play as a class as well as individual. So we're waiting for everyone to get in position with our thumb and our pointer finger and our tall finger, and we're going ahead and placing our 4th and our 5th finger on the next keys next to them. And this is called the piano hand position. So right now, this class is learning to go to the keyboard, identify where my 2 black keys are, and then finding where my placement of my fingers, the C, D, and E. Everywhere there are 2 black keys, there is a C, D, and E. And we'll learn more about those particular C, Ds, and E keys later. But right now, just getting them to locate the 2 black keys, placing my C, my thumb, in front of the 2 black keys on that white key, and my pointer finger in the middle of the 2 black keys, called the D key, and then my tall finger after the 2 black keys, which is the E key. And getting them to press down one at a time. C, D, E. So your child will be bringing this home eventually, but he or she will start with just bringing home the first line, playing the 1, 2, 3, 3. So he would find the 2 black keys and place them, the thumb in front, the pointer finger in the middle, and the tall finger after the 2 black keys, and we're pressed down 1 finger at a time. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. So the most important thing for this particular class right now is learning how to locate those 2 black keys. 2 black keys, wherever there are 2 black keys, and using their fingers, thumb, pointer, tall finger right now, finding the spots on the keyboard. Each finger has a key. Placing a thumb in front of the 2 black keys, the pointer finger in the middle, the tall finger after. And eventually they'll place that ring finger and that pinky finger as well on those keys. If they could do that now, that would be great. But the main thing right now we're focusing on is these particular fingers, 1, 2, and 3. These are our fingers. So when we see numbers, that's our fingering. Later on, they'll learn the song like this. You see with the notes, these are quarter notes. They're on the music staff. And later on, they'll be able to identify them such as this in this way, with the numbers underneath, which really tells us what finger to play, and then they'll know that that note there is a C, and they'll know that, oh, C's is before the two black keys, so it'll all become connected eventually. So, but right now we're looking at the thumb, the pointer, and the tall finger for that particular class.